Welcome back YouTubers to my channel of an everyday life of an SB. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you all. I'm going to bring you all based on some tips and advice from me, be it through your mental health or autism or just general tips and advice, along with hopefully just sharing you guys what's been on my mind, as well as being on my journey with Asperger's syndrome and the like. So if you're into any of these that I've been clearly mentioning, smash the like or feel free to subscribe on that bottom right hand corner of the right hand screen, and turn on the notification bell for future updates of these and much more that will hopefully like to come in the future. It's been brought to my attention, as I said before, because of me coming of late with what I'm sharing with you all based on what was happening in my local area of the Palmerston. Even though this was nationwide, obviously in August 15th of this year, which was a teacher strike. You may have seen the other strike, that was video that I made previously about the nurses that was on strike, and there were similar reasons to why they were striking and everything else. And saying this, I'll link it in the I bar above me about the one of the nurses strike if you'd like to know more of what went down in that, with that interview that Karl did. Karl will be on this video also, so I'll actually thank him in advance for letting me use his footage and just tidy it up a bit or what have you, so that you can get a lowdown of what it is. But I want to quickly briefly share with you before I roll the tape with Karl to show you what went down with him, is that it was nationwide, obviously, for primary teachers and principals in New Zealand that were striking on August 15th. The reasoning being with the Teachers Union of the New Zealand Education Institution, as well of Te Rua, said teachers would stop work for at least 3 hours of that month of August after the refusal from the government to pay their demands and means of their payments. It has been ongoing of this for a long period of time, for many years, of teachers, nurses, doctors and everybody else going on strike to gain more pay and everything else. The New Zealand Education Institution lead negotiator by the name of Liam Rutherford, however, said the strike was from 1:30 to 4:30 p.m. could be extended to a full day, after many members didn't think the half a day strike would actually send a strong, clear enough message to the government of what they wanted. The decision then was followed by a series of meetings around the country, obviously, where teachers voted whether or not they should accept the pay offer or just to strike of what was for their payments and whatnot. However, the Ministry of Education has offered to increase the pay package for teachers and some other important fields right now, be it health sector, education sector and whatnot. In the majority of cases, to about between 2.2 to 2.6% a year for the next 3 years rolling for their term of pay. The offer was a far cry from the 16% increase, however, that teachers felt was needed to recruit and retain, as well as recruiting the staff members if they needed more staff. Rutherford said an electronic ballet could be held at the beginning of the next term for teachers over whether the strike should be extended for the whole day. This was the first time in ages that teachers went on strike, however, for a whole day, basically, when they took this industrial action in full force since the year of 1994. In the meantime, however, there has been negotiations between the New Zealand Education Institution as well as the Ministry of Education that will continue as they try to reach a settlement or agreement in this case. Ministry of Education Deputy Secretary, however, says of learning and obviously in student achievements, Ellen McGregor Reid, said that she was obviously disappointed of the offer that has been rejected while negotiations were still happening within force. So this is a quick brief overview. I'm going to quickly roll on the next tape with Karl doing some interviews, hopefully with some people to share their views on it and all that. So hopefully you'll enjoy this. So sit tight and I'll be back with you shortly.
Okay, fantastic. So here we are in the square in Palmerston North, and we are going live as usual. She's a little bit cold and wet and windy, but I tell you what, it is a fantastic, absolutely fantastic turnout of teachers here in the square. So why don't we cross over, right, and talk to a few of them, what they and why they are actually protesting today. But not only that, answer some of your guys' questions as well. Why now is also some of the questions that people have been asking. So here we go. Absolutely, totally, absolutely, totally agree. Very much. I love that you brought your children down as well. Awesome stuff. Oh, and here's one of my favourite teachers. Hello! Absolutely fantastic stuff. Look, I'm going to talk to a teacher of mine that I... Hey, Mrs. Huddleston, how's it going?
How are you? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Good, I'm
Oh,
good.
fantastic. Do you mind going on my Facebook page? I'm streaming live. Mrs. Huddleston,
I think so, yeah.
do you mind? Or...
No, I don't mind.
Okay, so in actual fact, a lot of the people that I grew up with, who I'm still in, and they're on my Facebook page here, yeah, you taught them as well. Why are you out here? I mean, you've been teaching for a very long time. You've got, you know, people like me, you brought up.
Yes.
So you're paid to blame.
Well, yeah. No, I'm here because I think there is going to be a real shortage and all the hard work I've done. So I think we're great at Woodville School and yeah, with everybody, it was really cool, but it would be a shame to lose it away.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll talk to one of the organisers of this. But lovely meeting you.
Nice to see you again. Well.
Fantastic, awesome. So I'm looking for someone in a high vis vest who is the spokesperson.
You are the...
Like a reporter.
How are you?
Oh, you're a reporter.
Well, sort of a roving social media reporter.
Oh, right.
Yeah, fantastic.
I'm for NZEI, but
Primo.
I can get some members to have a talk to you.
That would be brilliant. Yeah. You're a teacher yourself?
I was a support staff.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, so yeah, there's support staff and there's principals here,
Yes,
teachers.
community. I'll just go.
He's just going to go and get a few people for us to. Kia ora. Hi Wayne, how are you?
Good, nice to meet you.
Fantastic. Principal?
Yes.
Oh, Ross Intermediate.
Yep.
Absolutely brilliant. How are you doing?
Really good, thanks.
Fantastic. I'll tell you, what an amazing turnout.
Oh, it's fantastic, isn't it? You can see the passion on a day like this where everything's been miserable. Teachers are out for their kids. We're out here for the kids. It's what drives us.
Yeah, absolutely. So, one question, I suppose, let's get the hard one out of the way. A lot of people are just saying that why now that there's a Labour government, why strike now?
Yeah. And what we'd say to that is that this wasn't planned because of the Labour government. But also we came out against charter schools, we came out against national standards, we came out against class sizes. We challenged the national government on all their policies that have put us in this place. So it's not a Labour national issue, it's a government issue, and we've always been strongly against policy that doesn't drive learning for kids.
Fantastic. It's not just about pay rises,
No,
is it?
no.
It's about much more than that.
The pay rises need to attract quality teachers into the profession, but what we need is more resourcing in schools to help support kids with learning needs.
Yeah, absolutely. And those support staff as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So it's about more than just pay raises, which is just a real easy way of saying, oh, teachers just want this. But there's so much more to it.
We know the pay jolt's needed to keep people in the profession. We know we've got 40% leaping into the teaching profession, but more teachers needed. So the maths just doesn't add up.
So really, you're standing up to let the public know how hard it is for teachers, because a lot of teachers also use their own money to help with these.
They often, the teachers are really giving to people, and they're often giving up their own time to take sports teams to help. The job of a teacher is so much more than just a teacher now. You're a social worker, all of the other pastoral things that we're doing on a daily basis.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's so much more involved in running a school as well.
The challenges are increasing, not decreasing.
Yeah,
but,
so you would have started out as a teacher, wouldn't you?
Yep. Taught for 30 years and been a principal for the last 12.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, good luck with it. What do you do
Lovely.
with this?
It's going straight out onto live stream. Principal of Ross Intermediate actually talking to one of the people who is here doing the action. It looks like this wouldn't happen at Hogwarts. So up to come on down, give them a support, give them a toot. Absolutely. So are you guys teachers yourselves?
Principal.
Principal and teachers, your principal? Oh yeah, principal of Longburn. Oh, fantastic. So I'm just doing some social media streaming and that. But I just talked to the principal of Ross Intermediate and he had some fantastic things to say. You're at Longburn. Why are you here?
I'm here because we need more support for our kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's via our teachers and
Yep.
funding of the teachers and support for teachers. So it's critical.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, one of the things that I talked to the principal of Ross Intermediate about is why now. One of the things that people are saying is that it's a Labour government. Why is it that you're protesting now?
Because staffing's at a critical time now. With
Yeah,
the aging staff population.
Yep.
Hard to recruit teachers,
Yeah.
hard to retain teachers.
Yeah.
Principal's job, being advertised, hard to find principals.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of reasons now.
A lot of reasons. Yeah. So it's not just principals and teachers, but also support staff. And it's more than just. This isn't about wages, is it?
It's about time, support.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. What sort of support, sort of in the sense of like mental health and mental wellness for teachers?
She's not
Yeah.
and what the school creates, what the school creates for themselves, really.
Yeah, absolutely. I used to be a Swift worker, social worker school.
Well, then you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I have a social worker in school.
And we're fortunate to have one this year.
Oh, fantastic. Absolutely. Is that social worker based in school, or is it based in like several schools? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So trying to build those relationships with the children and the families is really still the job that the teachers really are sort of at the forefront of the schools, isn't it? Yeah.
The bigger picture now to teach leading the schools.
Thank you very much for talking to me. Very kind of you both. Are you a teacher?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. And you're a teacher as well? West End, fantastic. And, with Longburn as well. Brilliant. So I was just talking with a few principals with regards to you guys being really the first and the closest link between children and family and what's going on. And what kind of support that you guys have around that? Yeah, so because you're not just out here for more money, there's so much more than that. More than
Stand up for kids.
Fantastic. Here we go. Hey!
Kids.
Fantastic.
Train
Absolutely.
on Aloha.
Nice. Yes. Absolutely. I really like what you just said there. Don't trade on Aroha.
Yeah.
In a way, women have been trading on your Aroha for way too long.
See my gumboots?
Yep.
See my gumboots? I'm sick of the shit getting kicked out of us, and I'm picking back. I'm sick of being trodden on.
Yeah,
And it's
absolutely.
time to look after ourselves so that other people don't miss.
Brilliant.
Yep.
No, love the stuff. I love what it's saying. So,
Absolutely.
and I like that trade on that Aroha. Don't use the fact
Only
that
use it. You're abusing
and
us.
abuse the fact that we're good people and love
Yeah.
your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't abuse us.
Absolutely.
Don't blow those up with your kids. And getting it, here is a year
41 boys.
41 boys.
By his own, or does it because there's support stuff here as well, isn't there?
She's got some support. She's got some teachers aid in here. She manages the teacher, helping the teacher aid to be able to do the best. Still takes your teacher time and your
Absolutely.
professional knowledge.
Yep.
And 41 kids, that must be us.
Because this is not just about teachers, it's not really about pay, but it's about retention, it's about support, making sure that our kids really are leaving school with those
Yep.
skills that
Yep.
will help them sort of just
Absolutely,
carry on.
and they don't get the response, those reciprocal responsive relationships, because they bog down they can't use them in the moment. And teachers, you become a leadership. I only went on the outside of education now because there was nothing left to give. There was nothing it just got taken and they wanted more.
And that was the other thing of talking about teachers and mental health and the stress,
Yep.
but also the support with regards to mental health.
Absolutely. I want to know, just in our little community, I knew a heaps of teachers that were on antidepressants to cope. The job was too big. That is not okay to have our valued people of the community that are creating the future and building take medication and an antidepressant to stop those feelings that the industry brings about. And the system. The system is not imploding. It is imploding. I've seen it. I go through several schools. I see it imploding.
So let's say this again, don't trade our aroha.
Don't trade on our aroha.
Absolutely, fantastic. Are you a hugger? So you're just so like,
Stand up for the kids, that's the only reason.
we interview right there, so that's brilliant. And a Danny Vic teacher, very lucky. Where are you guys from? Turitea, fantastic. Brilliant. I love this.
Oh, yes, you saw how much.
No, Dumbledore wouldn't let this happen. Here in Papoioia, Palmerston North, the teachers and everybody are gathering around Te Pete, Te Awi Awi, and so we're just going to hear a few speeches here, and so let's just check out the crowd, and then we'll stick around for the speeches.
Get up, stand up, don't give up the fight. When yours on earth, and now we see the light. You stand up for your rights. Get up, stand up, stand up for your rights. Get up.
Old lollipop song.
Yeah, I had to get it in there. Oh, yeah.
I remember those.
Thank you, everyone. Hopefully you can hear down the back. If you can't, come forward. Yes, I'm getting thumbs up. That's right. Thank you for your participation here today. It's been great to see so many teachers and principals together. It's also been great to see so many parents here today. Parents understand why we're doing what we're doing. That's why they have come to join us today. Just to let you know that there are some pamphlets up here that you might want to take away with you and share with people on your way out. The other things that you may want to know to share as well. The cost of your claim, $300 million. Sounds a lot, I know. It's the equivalent of $1.5 million, 1.5 kilometres of the Kapiti Expressway. It's equivalent to one cockpit of the new aircraft being bought by the Defence Force. They bought 4 of them. Think about what's more likely to happen tomorrow. Kids getting taught or us being attacked. Think about it. Thank you for your participation. We hope that we've made a strong message known to the government. We may have to do it again. We'll let you know. Thank you, everybody. Give yourselves a big pat on the back. Okay, I know all of you will probably go home and do your planning for tomorrow. Take a bit more time this afternoon to do that. Bye, everybody. Thank you again.
Absolutely fantastic. If you've got the ability to pick up one of these forms, it's absolutely Gary.
Open your computers, come anywhere. Alright?
So there are other ways you can actually support if you can't be down here. You can show your support by getting in touch with other teachers you know and letting them know. There's also local NZEI, so I put the Palmerston North one up here, but look for NZEI and your local branch, and you can put your support on their Facebook page. There's also I Support Teachers little gifts on Facebook as well that you can check out as well, and make sure that you can just let them know via Facebook, Twitter that yeah, you support your teachers. So pick up a flyer, and it's more than just money. It's more than just money. It's about kids, it's about your children, it's about my children, it's about our children. It's about giving the village that chance, because to bring up a child it takes a village, and these guys here right behind me are an integral part of that village. Well, I'm going to leave you now, but I hope that I brought a really good stream to you guys of how the protest went here in Palmerston North. So absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much.
This quickly ends about the New Zealand nationwide teacher strike of August 15, 2018. Hope you guys like this. Smash the like, comment below. Feel free to also, for any New Zealand Kiwis out there that has been watching my videos based on this, to let us know what your thoughts about this, of what's going down, be it the teacher strike, the nurses strike that I clearly illustrated in my last video, and do you think there needs to be some changes, and what do you think the government here in New Zealand should do more about it? Does it need to be more increase in pay for everyone in that sector, or is it just a select few, or what have you? Let me know in the comment section below to open up a discussion. Feel free to also share these videos around. This also, as I said before, I'm done a Patreon account, and if you guys are interested in donating for future projects that I'm doing right now that I clearly shared in one of my videos, feel free to do so on the bottom of that right hand corner of the screen, or even in the description box. It will be listed. So thanks for your support, thanks for watching. Do what I love you, do. Until next time, I'll see you again soon. Ciao for now.